Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Alright, as I promised, I am going to talk today about Five Nights at Freddy's. So I went to see the movie, and this first part is going to be no spoilers. And as a person who has, let's say you have never heard of Five Nights at Freddy, try saying that 5 times fast. If you go and watch this movie, definitely, it's a very good movie. If you don't know anything about the lore, anything about the characters, anything about the story or the game, it's definitely a good movie to watch. You sit there and you're thinking one thing's going to happen and things just start going the other way. And again, I went in there I only knew about the video game. I haven't read any of the books, and now I'm going to read the books. Definitely going to read the books. And again, I was surprised at how I was engaged. I was, going through everything that those characters were going through. I jumped, I got scared at some points. I laughed at some of the points. I mean, it's a very fun, scary, because it is a PG-13 movie, so it's not, R-rated, kind of scary, but it's a fun, good time, guys. I think it's something that you want to enjoy as a family, and you want to go watch this movie. If you want to take your kids to watch this movie, of course. If you don't, you don't have to. Basically, I don't want to get into spoilers yet, not just yet. I'm just trying to give you my opinion as a person who doesn't know anything about the lore. The movie itself has a good plot. It goes through quickly, not quickly as in the movie runs quickly as in you are able to understand what is going on, even though you don't know anything of the backstory. Once you're enthralled into the movie, you start thinking, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And I would give this movie a 9 out of 10 based on the fact that I have not heard of any of or read any of the novels. Josh Hutcherson, Matthew Lillard, Elizabeth Lail, Piper Rubio, the actors in this movie, did an amazing job. And of course, for me, a surprise for me was I didn't know that Mary Stuart Masterson was in this movie as well. And her character, I've never seen her portray a character like this, and that was a really fun and cool way for me to see her again, because wow, she's an amazing actress. And this movie's doing well, guys. This movie's doing really well. Fans are reacting to it in a very positive way. They are going to the movies, it's pretty awesome movie. So again, I give it a 9 out of 10. So now I'm going to switch and I'm going to go into spoiler mode. So if you have not gone to see this movie, go see it and then come back to see the next half of my review, because now I'm going into spoilers, guys. Spoiler warnings. Warning, spoilers ahead. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. So we find ourselves with our main character, Mike, played by Josh Hutcherson. I'm having trouble with big words today. He is, obviously having a hard time in his life. He has custody of his little sister. Mom passed away. Dad, we didn't get a clear answer as to where he was or what happened to him. Also not in the picture. And, he's had some issues in the past. His little brother got kidnapped, was never found. And of course he's, in between jobs, because something happened at his old job. He lost his position, and he goes to a work counselor to help him find work. And this work counselor, this job counselor, played by Matthew Lillard. From the moment that I saw this character and when he started talking, I knew something was off about him. Just completely, my senses were going, something more is going on here. So he offers him a job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, letting him know that it's not an easy job. Mike says he can't work nights, and he's like, well, I'm sorry, but that's the position is to work nights. So Mike is left with this big decision of what to do, and he's in the middle of a custody battle now with his aunt, played by the wonderful Mary Stuart Masterson. I loved her in this role. So he has decisions to make, so he decides to take the job. At first, everything's fine. I'm a security guard. Everything's going well. I'm falling asleep. I'm watching this place. All in all, everything's good. But as the story progresses, as the movie goes on, we discover that, the pizzeria is not all it's cracked up to be. Along the way, he meets Vanessa, a police officer who stops by to check on the place and, lets him know, you have to stay awake at this job. This is very important. This is imperative to stay awake, really watch the place, because you never know what could happen. And as the story progresses, we get to see Mike's interaction with Abby, that their relationship is a little strained, because of course, when Mike was younger, he lost his little brother, again, to a kidnapping. He was never found, and we see a lot of things in his dream world. He starts to dream about the moment that his brother was taken. He's trying to remember details, and he's trying to remember who took his brother. I don't think that's something that should be left up to him, of course. One night, the babysitter doesn't show up for reasons that, even though this is a spoilers section of the video, I don't want to spoil, because I want you guys to go see this movie. So he ends up taking Abby to work with him. And during that night, it's discovered that the animatronics at the pizzeria are actually alive. And even, in good old, horror movie fashion, we think one thing and then something suddenly happens that's not what you think. Abby has made a relationship with these animatronics who are actually the spirits of dead unalive children. Again, these kids start appearing in Mike's dreams, and there's a connection. There's some kind of connection that we don't see yet. Vanessa, played by Elizabeth Lale, great actress by the way, tries to fill in some of the gaps, but she knows something. I feel like she knows more. You can tell right away by her face, her expressions, she knows a lot more. As the movie ensues, we have a lot of like action, some gory parts, which I loved. Some jump scares, again, loved completely. We see that the relationship between Mike and Abby starts to get repaired because of their involvement with the things that are going on at the pizzeria. And at that climactic moment in the movie that we finally find the yellow bear with those silver eyes. And again, this movie's got like a big correlation between, the movie and the novelization of the Silver Eyes and that whole trilogy. I have not, again, read the books, but I am definitely going to go buy them because I need to find out what's going on and what more similarities and differences there are between those two. The climactic moments, guys, everybody was talking about this scene with the spring locks, and you actually get to see it in the movie, and it is just worthwhile. You're there, you're engaged, you're jumping, you're laughing, you're going, whoa! And again, I am so surprised that even though I have not read any of the books, I've only played the game a couple of times, I was so immersed in it that now I want to know more about it, the backstory, the books, that they did a really good job. I mean, it's hard to get me interested in something, and I want to, go play the game again, go buy the novels, and just dive in, right? As I always say that, right? Just dive into it. In the end, of course, everything is figured out. There are some revelations, but I don't want to, I know this is a spoiler part of the video, but I don't want to really spoil it for you guys because I really think that you guys should go see this movie. Josh Hutcherson, Matthew Lillard, Elizabeth Lale, Piper Rubio, Mary Stuart Masterson all do an amazing job in this movie. They keep you focused. The story goes, 1, 2, 3, it's there. Everything that you want from this movie, you get it. That's why I give it a 9 out of 10. And the ending, oh my gosh. The ending, guys, it just leaves the room open for more movies. If there's gonna be sequels, I'm all for it. It's just space for so much, and that ending. Oh my gosh, guys, the post-credit scene is such a jump scare. So I'm gonna spoil this. You have to go see it because there is a post-credit scene that's just gonna make you, whoa, wait, what? And of course, after you jump scare, you're gonna start laughing because So again, guys, I totally recommend you guys go see Five Nights at Freddy's. For me, it was an enjoyment. It was pleasure. It just, it crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's for me, as in a scary movie with a fun twist. And I really hope that they make sequels. I really do. So why don't you guys tell me what you think in the comments. Did you go see the movie? If you haven't gone, remember just get to the half of this video and then go watch the movie and come back and unpause it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video if you are already subscribed. Thank you for supporting my content. If there was something that you think I missed and then maybe I should go watch the movie again, let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, from my heart to yours, put some love out in the universe, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye. Go see the movie.